state your name.
I state your name.
Do hereby pledge allegiance to the
armchair
with liberty for all.
You're in Braves country.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention now to the area in front of the pitcher's mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch.
You can't drink like me, you can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
What the hell's going on out here? Well, scared because his eyelids are jammed and his old man's here. We need a live rooster to take the curse off Jose's glove, and nobody seems to know what to get Millie for their wedding present. We're dealing with a lot of
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing, Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the man. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win.
And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Polk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry.
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a ding dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America. You get in a ballpark, and it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
People will come.
They come for reasons they can't even fathom. Not knowing for sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door as innocent as children, longing for the past.
They sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baseline. Back when they were children, cheered their heroes. It'll be as if they'd dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick that I've brushed them away from their faces. People will come. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers. Been erased like a blackboard. Rebuilt and erased again. Baseball to mark the time. This field, this game, part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good. And it could be again. Oh, people will come. People will most definitely come.
We're all told at some point in time we can no longer play the children's game. We just don't know when that's going to be. Some of us are told at 18, some of us are told at 40. But we're all told.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Which team do you play for?
Well,
Well, I was just wondering, because I couldn't figure out why you would throw home when we've got a 2-run lead. You let the tying run get on second, and we lost the lead because of you.
Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
You're in Braves country.
If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to one strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to Forrest. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop all throughout Braves country. Pop that top. Your Atlanta Braves have won it all.
Here's a list of the players we'll be inviting to camp.
I never heard of half of these guys. And the ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off, then.
The local press seems to think we'd save everyone a lot of time and trouble if we just went out and shot ourselves.
We got uniforms and everything.
You know, you might think about taking Jesus Christ as your savior instead of fooling around with all this stuff.
I like him very much. He no help with curveball.
You trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
But I'll tell you, these fans are great. Listen to them. Hey, way to go, Rick. Oliver Ohio loves you. Come on, baby. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky.
The game doesn't stink. It's a great game.
If you build it, he will come.
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my life here. Down it! I love them. Good seats, huh? You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on. Oh, I must be in the front row. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate. Please remain standing. We call your attention to our bands here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball! Good seats, hey, buddy. He missed the tag! He missed the tag! He missed the tag!
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, girls and boys. Pour you a cold one. It's time for Braves Country Baseball. You're listening live, and the Atlanta Braves are on the road again. We're set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play, the classic call, Braves Country Baseball. Hi, I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside for what should be a great game here on the Diamond. As we take you out to the old ballpark, kick up your feet, let's take a journey back to the golden age of radio baseball. We'll do our best to paint the picture as the game goes along. Roll call is on the way. It's time to join the country club, join in the fun. It's time to chop along. Go ahead and put your game face on. Here are the starting lineups for today's action. Leading off and playing left field for your Atlanta Braves, it'll be Mauricio Dubon. 2 home runs, 20 RBI, a .273 average. Batting second, the designated hitter, Drake Baldwin. 9 home runs, 31 RBI, a .298 clip. Batting third, second baseman, Ozzie Albies. 8 home runs, 25 RBI, a .314 clip. Matt Olson batting cleanup and playing first. 13 home runs, 35 RBI, a .297 average. Austin Riley batting fifth with 5 home runs at third base, 24 RBI, 3 stolen bases, batting .212. Michael Harris II batting sixth and patrolling center field for your Atlanta Braves. 7 home runs, 23 RBI, 2 stolen bases, batting .315. Eli White is in right field and batting seventh. 2 home runs, 9 RBI, 1 stolen base, batting .232. Sean Murphy is batting eighth and behind the plate. He's 1 for 11 on the year, an .091 clip. Jorge Mateo batting ninth and playing short. 2 home runs, 5 RBI, a .286 average. On the mound for your Atlanta Braves today, it's Bryce Elder Day. He's 3-1 with a shiny 2.02 ERA and a 1.02 whip. 49 innings, 45 strikeouts, 34 hits allowed, 16 walks, and 3 home runs given up. He'll be going head-to-head against Justin Robleski, who has an impressive 5-0 record, a 1.25 ERA, and a 1.00 whip. 36 innings, 26 hits allowed, 15 strikeouts, 10 walks, and no home run served. Backing up Robleski in the bottom of the first inning, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. 6 home runs, 16 RBI, 5 stolen bases, batting .248. Freddie Freeman batting second, playing first.
4 home runs, 20 RBI, a 272 average. Paez is in center field and batting third with 9 home runs and a 333 average. Kyle Tucker batting cleanup in right field. 4 home runs, 20 RBI, batting 250. Max Muncy batting fifth and playing third. 9 home runs, 13 RBI, a 274 average. Alex Call batting sixth and in left field with 4 RBI and batting 333. Dalton Rushing is behind the plate. Smith getting the day off today. 7 home runs, 17 RBI, a 322 clip. This kid can swing the bat if you haven't watched him play before. Ha-Seong Kim, I was thinking of our guy, batting eighth and playing shortstop, 1 home run, an 8 RBI, a 301 average. And Alex Freeland is batting ninth and at second base, 2 home runs, 8 RBI, a 245 average. Calling balls and strikes behind the plate today, it's John Tupane. Your first base umpire, Brennan Miller. Second base will be manned by Chris Conroy, and down the third base line, it's Ben May. Game time temperatures here, 75 degrees at first pitch, with the wind blowing out here at Dodger Stadium to dead center at about 6 to 10 miles an hour. Your Atlanta Braves are plus 122 on the money line. Dodgers minus 132. The over-under is 9. Our pick to click, well, Atlanta Braves have never seen Wrobleski. One man has, Mauricio Dubon. He's 1 for 5 lifetime. That's it. That's the list. We're going to go with Ozzie Albies to click. He's batting third in the order. He's on the right side where he swings the bat the best. And we'll take the Atlanta Braves to win a really low-scoring game with Elder, and we've got his emoji on the way. It's going to take me just a second to load it up here pregame. And we'll take the Atlanta Braves to win this one. Low-scoring affair. Give me Atlanta 4-2.
All right, you guys, let's listen up. We won a game yesterday. And if we win one today, that's 2 in a row. We win one tomorrow, that's called a winning streak. It has happened before. So let's see some hustle. Let's jack it up a little. I got a feeling things are about to turn around for us.
We got on this team was a bunch of and a booger-eating moron. That booger-eating spaz make me want to puke.
Keep playing like this, will be the laughing stock of the league.
All right, boys, let's get back to basics. This is a baseball. The object of the game is to keep the baseball within the confines of
Braves country.
Well, it's about that time. Grab you a cold one. Find you an armchair. Atlanta Braves baseball right here on Braves Country Radio. Your modern-day superstation bringing you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves and our one-of-a-kind production. Take us anywhere you go for over 300 play-by-play games right here on the BCR. Please like and subscribe today. Don't forget to hype the videos. It helps the smaller stations to bring folks in so we can all root this great game on together. Join the country club today, and a special thanks to all the members in the country club. You help support the BCR.
Get this bus moving.
Stop.
Come back.
Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
You're in Braves country.
See who we have in the club here today. Thank you, Iron Lung, for the channel support, and happy Mother's Day to all. I see Jameson Taylor. Well, I lost it for a second. YouTube channel doing screwy things. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. First one we see is, so it reloaded, so if for some reason we missed you, just jump back in and say your hellos. Iron Lung, good to see you. Tree Nug. Jameson Taylor, Uncle Charlie, Country Club member, Chop Chop, Country Clubber. Justin Green and Tim is here. Tim, it's listed. Why are you asking what time it is? It's listed on the, anyways. I don't know what this name is, so we're going to call you BK. BK, good to see you. Iron Lung. Scott in the Country Club. Good to see you. The Scott Paper Company. Who else do we have in here? Daniel. Richard Talley. Gary the Real McCoy. Velvet. Nice sentiment there, Velvet. Once again, happy Mother's Day to all. Let's see what else do we have here. R81. Mark, Ricky, Ricardo, Lucy, he's home. James Fisher King, Enberry. Kevin. Jay Harry, the Jaha. Space Monkey, good to see you. Trip Tillman, Country Club member. Deb Up, Step Up. Nail, good to see you. Underwater. So we speed this up a little bit. My man Nathaniel Brooks, Country Club member. I think we already got Tree Nug. Good to see you, Tree Nug, in the club. Taylor. I'm assuming Royal Peter will be here eventually, but I do know it's Mother's Day, so I don't expect all the mothers to be in here the whole time. But happy Mother's Day to PETA and all the mothers out there. We're going to take a quick break, be back in a flash for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves.
It is the American game. You see a guy hit the ball out the ballpark, and that same guy can come up tomorrow in that situation and miss the ball and lose the ball game. Can bring you up here, it can bring you down there. One thing about it, though, you know it always will be a tomorrow. You got me today, but I'm coming back.
Think about it. What is there in your life, besides your love of family maybe, that carries all the way through from almost your earliest recollections till the day you die, and you care about it in one way or another? There are very, very few things that make that list, but we have a child's interest in baseball, So it will be one of the few things in my life that I have cared about in one way or another all the way through.
There's a lot of wonderful stillness in baseball that I love. Many seconds of stillness. When the pitcher has got the sign, the batter is crouched, the ball players all lean forward with their hands on their knees, and then very shortly the ball is delivered. But in that tiny period when the pitch and the fever of the crowd is tangible, there's a moment of absolute stillness that I treasure.
The best of us keep as much of that childhood with us as we grow into adulthood as we can muster. And the most creative, the most happy, the most fortunate of us are those who don't lose the sense of play. And even after we're past the point of being able to actually play the game with any skill, if we love it, then it's like Peter Pan. We remain boys forever. We don't die.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the radio news.
Sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. There is nothing wrong. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
Adventures in Time and Space.
We offer you Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another Braves ball game. Yes, sir. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball, no more measles, and free tickets to the circus.
You're in Braves country.
This is a reminder, disorderly conduct will not be tolerated. Please respect your fellow fan and refrain from any unruly behavior. Failure to comply with these guidelines will result in ejection.
It's all mixed up with peanuts, tobacco juice, and a hearty feeling among the fans joshing each other. Always this raucous, good spirit. Everybody came to have a good time. The whole stands full of people all roaring. In baseball, never known an instance where so instantly a whole crowd could be brought to its feet, roaring with delight over just a clean crack of a bat against the ball.
A lot of room in right center. If he hits one there, we can dance in the streets.
Line drive and a base hit! Just as the score of the tying run. Green to the plate. And he is saved!
We're 1 out away, Braves country, from a trip to the World Series. Whatever superstition you've got, do it. The entire city of Atlanta, the entire South is standing on their feet, trying to will the Braves into the World Series. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And swung on and ripped over to Dansby Swanson. Dansby's got it. He fires over first. Baby, sound the trumpets. Do the job through the streets. Your Atlanta Braves are headed to the World Series. And the place is going bananas.
Although edited, tonight's thriller contains suspense and violence which may be unsuitable. Parental discretion is advised.
1
You're in Braves country.
Welcome back. First pitch swinging by the leadoff man was hit high in the air, and it's going to be an F9-year scorecard. Waiting for the 3D to kick in. As soon as it kicks in, we'll bring it to you. I believe we finally have it underway. Give me 1 second. First pitch to Drake Baldwin was a strike, and that's followed up by a ball. It's 1-1. Here we go, finally. Apologize for the inconvenience as the 1-1 pitch. We'll try to even it up now on the actual broadcast itself. 1-1 count, lefty-lefty matchup. Drake Baldwin standing in. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And that was a 1-2 kind. I do apologize. I had it wrong on the screen, and there's 2 down. We'll get it together. Braves are wearing their road grays as usual, and everybody's wearing pink bats and pink attire across the board for Mother's Day. First pitch swinging by Ozzie Albies, and he's going to dribble that one lightly over to short, and it's a quick 6-3 putout. So quick swinging by the Braves. Robleski cruising through the order. We'll be back in a flash. Bottom of the first we go. 0-0.
If your wife asks if y'all can have someone come and clean the house once per week, tell her you know the perfect person, then call her cell phone. After she backtalks, tell her you're going to speak to her manager, and then text yourself.
What's up, Braves country? Looking forward to a great Atlanta Braves season. See y'all at the ballpark. Love you.
How to pronounce this word, but PepsiCo just officially recalled their sugar-free Shua PPs.
Nobody correct him. Let's all instead Shua PPs ginger ale from now on.
During the 1970s and 80s, the war in Vietnam came to an end, and an American president was driven from office in disgrace. The Berlin Wall came down, and the Cold War ended. Democratic ideals flourished, but a new wave of fundamentalism ignited ancient animosities around the world. Casey Stengel and Satchel Paige died. By 1970, the national pastime was in trouble. Attendance had not increased for more than 2 decades. Now, the owner's grip on the destinies of the players was finally broken. And as their prospects improved, fans returned to the game. But old loyalties were sometimes forgotten. Now, what happened off the field, greed, scandal, strikes, seemed to overshadow the action on it. And now, as television demanded that most games be played at night, a whole generation of young fans would come of age without ever seeing a World Series game.
Braves Country Radio.
You're in Braves country.
Welcome back. Bryce Elder goes to work. Righty-lefty matchup. The first pitch to Shohei Ohtani is upstairs and out of the zone. It's 1-0. I don't know what in the world they got going on your screen there. The 1-0 pitch. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. 1-1. The 1-1 count. Brings it. He'll miss with the changeup on the outer edge, and it is ball 2, 2-1. The 2-1 from Elder. He's working fast. Swing and a miss. 4-seam fastball. 2-2. Thank you, TaylorMade. 2-2 pitch. Elder, I mean, he's pitching like he's got ants in his pants. Here we go, the 2-2 in the dirt, 3-2. I don't know if that's nerves or he's just trying to get Shohei Ohtani off his game. So a full count now. Turns and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with the four-seamer. How about Elder? Respect your Elder, Shohei. And there's one away. One up, one down, and Freddie Freeman, the batter. First pitch is inside for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Slider. Bang back foul. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Swing. Lifts it. Into left field. And that'll be caught with the ease from Dubon. 2 down. Braves nothing, Dodgers nothing. Left to right across the outfield for the Braves is Dubon, Harris, and Eli. Around the horn, third to first. Riley, Mateo, Ozzie, and Olsen. Smurf is behind the plate. Drake is your DH. Righty, first pitch to Paez. The 1-0 pitch. Swing. Punches it towards right field. That's down for a base hit. And it's a 2-out single for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the first. A little bit behind that pitch, but was able to lift it over the infield. And 2 down. Kyle Tucker coming to the plate. First pitch swinging, slaps the slider down and away out of the zone. It's 0-1. Lifted over the third base dugout. Righty lefty. Tucker, $60 million man coming over on the offseason from the Cubs, originally a Houston Astro, the 0-1. Upstairs, misses high, 1-1. $60 per year is what I meant. He didn't sign a deal just for 60. It was $60 million a year. Good hitter, but I do believe they overpaid for that, the 1-1. Check swing, did he go around? He did not. 2-1. Third base umpire, Ben May, said he held up. Once again, Tupain is behind the plate, John Tupain. We've seen him a ton. Saw something pretty interesting. I'll try to play the clip for y'all later in the week. Is the 2-1 pitch. Check swing. 3-1. Essentially, if y'all remember when the season first started, I made the comment about 2 weeks in. I felt like the umpires were doing much better on the balls and strikes across the board, and it was, I wondered if it had anything to do with the ABS system, et cetera, et cetera. Well, come to find out, they're saying that the people running the ABS system are essentially telling the umpires the 3-1 pitch, down and in, ball 4. And Bryce Elder, no ABS is going to save you on that one. A 5-pitch walk, struggling to find the zone. And there's 2 on and 2 out, bringing Max Muncy to the plate. But what they said is that they are getting constantly critiqued, saying that one's a little bit in, that one's a little bit out. I don't know if it's in real-time action, if they're getting it directly, or if it's just right after an at-bat, that kind of thing. because they didn't go into detail. But I felt like some of these umpires have been horrific over the last several years. We haven't been as noticing the really bad calls, the constant bad calls. First pitch to Muncy, drops the slider right there at the knees. It's 0-1. And hey, I'm all for it. If it gives you a better called game, by all means. But it goes to show that they needed the help all along. The 0-1 swing, pops it back, fouled. Third base side, giving chases Riley. He'll run out of room over there, just past the third base dugout. It's 0-2. No 2 count. Elder. This will be pitch 19 for him, so a little north of where he wants to be, but not terribly high. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with the bender down and in, and that'll end the inning. We'll be back in a flash. Braves nothing. Dodgers nothing. On Mother's Day, we did want to play this. This is my mom talking about growing up a Dodgers fan in Brooklyn.
Do you ever just look at someone and think, you're the Monday of people?
So take us to 1955. Where were you when they won it all?
I was in the last period of the day in math class with Mr. Rabin. And it surprised me when I moved south that we weren't doing this. But of course, coming from the New York area, there was always at least one team in the World Series. So each fall, they played the World Series on the radio over the PA system. Remember, this is the 1950s.
So they played it during the entire
yes,
broadcast?
Yes. And
okay.
Teachers had the right, to turn it on and off, maybe teach a little math and then go. But I distinctly remember being in there and, grabbing the side of the desk and just praying, and all of us feeling that way. And then when we won, of course, and I guess it must have been during math class, my best memory, that the game was won by the Dodgers. And we just burst out. And I still remember Mr. Rabin looking at us and saying, okay, no homework tonight for you Dodger fans, but don't you ever mention this again. He loved the Yankees.
They were playing the Yankees.
Yes.
Johnny Padres will go down in infamy.
I remember hearing a report one night that, of course, the celebration broke out all over the streets of Brooklyn, and there was a pregnant woman who delivered a baby in the middle of all this, and he was named Johnny Padres, whatever. So there may be somebody still wandering around the streets of New York with that name.
Armchair.
Hi, I'm Mac
You're
McGee.
in Braves country.
Welcome back. First couple of pitches there to Matt Olson. Missed for a ball. They had a much quicker break than they normally do. Not sure what happened there. The 2-0. Swung on and fouled back. It's 2-1. So a 2-1 count. Maybe that's got something to do with why Bryce Elder is pitching like his hair's on fire. The 2-1 pitch. Inside, just misses. Ball 3-1. So a 3-1 count. Kicks and fires. Fouls it back. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there, all the moms. In and out of Braves country, the payoff pitch from Wrobleski. Turns and kicks. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's one away. Remember, this is the first time the Braves have seen Wrobleski. First time through the order. I do think there's going to be a learning curve. Now, he's pitched very well all year and averages about 5 innings an outing, 5 to 6 innings an outing. So he can go pretty deep if the Braves let him. First pitch is a swing and a miss at a slow bending curveball, 74 miles an hour. It's 0-1. The 0-1 turns and kicks, rips it into right field, right center field. That ball gets down for a base hit. Austin Riley takes the long turn. He'll put on the brakes, and it's a one-out single for your boy Blue.
You're my boy, Blue! Blue, you're my boy!
Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch to Michael Harris. There for a ball, it's 1-0. They've got a huge shift on the way. Let's see what happened. The Dodgers cast jumped ahead. So hopefully that doesn't continue to happen. That's why we came back from break so quickly. The 3D's having issues. The 1-0 pitch. Drops a bunt. He's going to smack it down the third base line. Muncie's on it, but he had a long way to go and a short time to get there. And Michael Harris, the second, will have an infield single on the shift. Good job, Michael Harris.
What they know about that?
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle dazzle.
We'll pull the screen back as Eli White coming to the plate. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch to Eli. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. We'll go back behind the plate because I don't know what's going on with their 3D action. I think a lot of your folks that run this stuff took Mother's Day off. That is my assumption. The 1-0 pitch to Eli. Kicks and fires. Swing, fouls it back. It's 1-1. Runners at first and second. There is one out in the inning. Braves nothing, Dodgers nothing. The 1-1. Inside. Ball 2, 2-1. So a 2-1 count. Turns and kicks. Swing, rips it up the middle. That ball is going to get into center field. Here comes the throw. Austin Riley's got to hurry. The throw is not in time. Austin Riley with a foot first slide smacks the plate with his hand, and the Atlanta Braves lead it 1-0. Good hard hit by the Book of Eli. An RBI single.
For our sake, both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for us.
Harris stopped at second base, so it's first and second, one out still. On the throw, he might have had an opportunity to go up down to third, but he thought better of it, didn't want to run us out of an inning. So first and second, one out, and there's speed on the base path. Sean Murphy, man, this would be a good time for him to finally come through. The first pitch is a swing and a miss. Four-seam fastball, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires, swing. Come back into the mound. High throw. Is he safe or is he out? They're going to say that he got him. And Eli wants everybody to look at this one because when the throw came through, it was a high throw by Robleski. He airmailed it, and the catch was made by Freeland. It looks like he did tag the bag just in time. He just had to blindly stick his foot out there, and he did hold on to the ball. So a good call there by second base umpire Chris Conroy. It just looked really unorthodox. So that'll bring the right-handed bat of Mateo. Sean Murphy is at first. Harris is at third. So good speed, great speed at third, and not so much at first. Lefty-righty matchup. Mateo looking for anything to get the runner home, the first pitch. Down in for a ball, it's 1-0. Standing on deck, top of the order, Dubon. I forget who said it. I want to say I saw it in a TikTok post, but they were talking about the Braves as the 1-0 inside 2-0. And it was simply put, the person responding to some video they were talking about Murphy, he just said, Sean Murphy is a buzzkill. The 2-0 misses high, 3-0. And I was like, man, you couldn't put it any better, or, you know, and still trying to be nice. He has struggled. 3-0 count. Misses high, ball 4. So a good at bat there by Mateo. None of those pitches were particularly close to the zone. And he'll head on down to first. Feel like it's been a while. The Ducks are all over the pond. They're going to have a quick mound visit with the youngster. Mark Pryor. Yes, that Mark Pryor, Dodgers pitching coach, will retreat back to the dugout. See if it's working now. We'll try to put the action cam on for you. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way to Dubon is swung on and fouled back out of play. It's 0-1. Doesn't appear that it's working correctly for whatever reason. We'll go to the batter cam. That usually gives you a little better look. The 0-1 count. Turns and kicks. Down and in. 1-1. Braves 1, Dodgers nothing. On deck is Drake Baldwin. The bases are loaded. The 1-1 pitch. Swing, hammers it down the third base line. That's a fair ball. That baby boy's got eyes. It'll rattle around like a pinball, and all 3 runs will score your Atlanta Braves. And Mauricio Dubon make it 4-0 good guys here in Los Angeles.
Pardon me, would you have any?
But of course.
Braves ripping and gripping. Getting to the youngster. You know, every pitcher has a bad day, and I'm just glad that we're seeing it out of Robleski. First pitch on the way is a 4-seamer up top, misses high. It's 1-0. You wonder if the youngster may have family, and could that be playing a role in this? Just a little bit of nerves. The 1-0 misses inside. 2-0. Because it being Mother's Day. 2-0 count. Turns and kicks. Swing, pops it up. And the Drake will hit a lazy fly ball into left center, making the catch as the center fielder Paez. F8 in your scorecard, and that'll end the inning. But not for your Atlanta Braves. Put 4 on the board. It is 4-0 good guys. We go to the bottom of the second.
What a day. I use a drink. Nothing like a cold one after a long day, huh?
So, how much do you drink?
I'd say I'm good for about 10 or 12.
10 or 12 a week? That's not bad.
Well, a week.
You drink 10 or 12 beers a day?
You counting beers too?
How reckless of me. I made you all wet.
Yes, but my martini's still dry.
She turned out to be a part-time model and a full-time pickpocket.
Oh, yeah. I've been known to drink a beer or two. But then again, I've been known to do a lot of things.
You drinking anymore?
Oh, me? No, I quit drinking, dude.
You never gonna drink again? Nope. You wanna stop at the bar by the Chinese restaurant? Just get a quick shot, me and you, and then we'll go? Yeah, the bar they got in the back.
Oh, the Chinese bar? Okay.
What's shaking? All 4 cheeks and a couple of chins.
I thought you said they didn't have alcohol.
Run back to your mix master. cook up a few more of these.
Cigarette?
No, I never touch them.
Yeah. I suck them down like Coca-Cola.
I expose people to magic. I expose them to something they're never otherwise going to see in their boring, normal lives. And I gave that to them. I may forget about them tomorrow, but they'll live with that memory for the rest of their lives. And that's a gift, man.
One of the women said that she was afraid she might OD.
I thought that was a lemon drop. I didn't think it was tequila.
What's that got to do with me?
You and me are going to have a small talk later on.
I'll be busy thinking of things to say.
Doesn't your wife ever complain that you never spend any time with her?
Would you?
Could you keep it down to a low roar? Some of us have to work.
Put that money down, pal.
Yeah, I'll be ready.
There goes the 2 weeks at camp. I promised the kids this summer.
My birthday, give me a beer, stick a candle in it, and I'll blow out my liver.
Here's to feeling good all the time.
Perfect. Cheers.
Cheers.
This crowd's back into it now.
Welcome back. Happy birthday, Ashley. First pitch on the way is inside from Elder. It's 1-0. Strike there at the knees. It's 1-1. 1-1 count. Kicks and fires. Four-seamer as outside wide. 2-1. Sinker. Grabs the outer edge. It's 2-2. Braves lead it 4-0. We're in the bottom of the second if you're just joining us. Everything went Atlanta's way in the top of the second inning. 4 runs, 4 hits to Wrobleski, whose ERA is now over 2. He came in with a 1.25. The 2-2 pitch. Swing, lifts it. High into right field, drifting over. Running out of room out there is Eli White as it goes into the stands. So the count will remain 2-2. This will be the 6th pitch of the at-bat. As Alex Call heads back to the plate. Elder's 25th pitch. Swing, lifts it into right field. Put that down as an F9 in your scorecard. Eli White is there with his tall pink socks, and there's one away. Everybody wearing the pink because of Mother's Day. Breast cancer awareness. You'll notice we have our logos in pink as well. Dalton Rushing, the batter. First pitch is a slider in the dirt. It's 1-0. Youngster in 20 games this year is batting .322 and 7 home runs. The 1-0. Misses high, ball 2-2-0. So he's a dangerous bat. I'm a little surprised he bats as low as he does in the lineup, but that's where they have him. The 2-0 count. Swing and a miss. 2-1. You think they would take a trade for Sean Murphy for this youngster? We could just have him and Drake Baldwin go back and forth behind the plate. The 2-1 pitch, right there at the knees. 2-2. I don't care if the kid is primarily a right-handed bat. I mean, a hitter against right-handed pitching. Is the 2-2 caught? Look at strike 3. Sinker. Bang! Sit down, son. Respect your elder. 2 down. His 3rd strikeout of the day. So 2 up, 2 down. First pitch is a four-seamer, 93 miles an hour. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Down and in. 1-1. 1-1 count. 4-0 your score. Kim batting .301 on the year. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Cutter. 1-2. Quick timeout by Kim as he steps out of the box. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three, and that'll end the inning. So the ball gets away a little bit, floats it over there to first, 2-3 on the putout, and that'll end the inning. And I believe that was Gad's second or third time pulling that stunt. So we'll be back in a flash. Take care of that at the break. Kelly's telling me.
People will say, I have a Facebook, but I don't really know why because I don't ever get on it. Well, I get on mine all the time. You won't know why because there's always something going on. There was this girl, okay? She was working in one of them little Herbalife tea shops, just minding her own business in there. And this creepazoid comes in. And he was clearly batting out of his league, y'all. It just wasn't going to happen. She asked him, she's like, look, can I help you? I don't know. Can you? What do you drink? I'll have whatever you like. And it was like the most uncomfortable, awkward conversation ever. He decides to take it upon himself to show her a photo of his little pee-pee, y'all. It seems Limp Bizkit here calling someone into marrying him after this whole incident. Did she find out about it? Yes, she did. His response was, I was just trying to enjoy my last few days of freedom.
Okay, I want you guys to tell me what you think this means. So I just passed a strip club, and their billboard sign said 50 beautiful ladies, 50, half of 100, 50 beautiful ladies. And under it, it said 99 beautiful legs. Does that mean one of the girls only has one leg?
Still, the family of baseball continued to grow. Larry McPhail's grandson Andy ran a team. Yogi Berra's son Dale played for a while. And one evening in California, back-to-back home runs were hit by Ken Griffey and Ken Griffey Jr. In Hoboken, New Jersey, the factory Maxwell House had built on the Elysian Fields, where baseball began, closed down. And that same year, the Baltimore Orioles opened a brand new, old-style ballpark on the site of the saloon once owned by the father of Babe Ruth. Everything had changed, and nothing much had changed.
Welcome back. First pitch swinging by Ozzie Albies. He has seen two pitches and 2 outs. F8 in your scorecard, lazy fly ball, 1 pitch, 1 away. Braves lead at 4-0. Welcome in, Scooby. No, you're not dreaming. First pitch to Matt Olson is a sinker at the knees. It's 0-1. Wrobleski, who's a really good lefty, young lefty for the Dodgers, he had a really bad inning in the second. He was getting way too much of the plate, and the Braves made him pay. The 1-1. He's not going to overpower you with his velocity as the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. He throws low 90s, mid to low 90s, but what he has been doing very well is placing the pitches, touching the paint back and forth. Peta in here. Happy Mother's Day, Peta. The 1-2 count. Swing, slaps it back foul. We'll do it again. I can't believe that Kelly actually had to make the announcement, but anybody who can't figure that out, man, like, that's some low IQ stuff going on there. The 1-2 count. Swing, rips it. down the first base line. We'll do it again. And I don't blame her. She went straight from, normally we'll give it a timeout warning for like 5 minutes, but she went straight to the 30. The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's 2 down. I don't see it as it's going on, but she said it's happened a few times already. She was waiting to see if it happened again enough, that 4th strikeout. So 2 down here. Anyways. I don't care, so neither should y'all. The first pitch on the way is a 4-seamer high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. 1-0. Upstairs for a strike on the outer edge. 1-1. So 1-1 count. Braves lead it 4-0, top of the 3rd. Kicks it, swing, pops it up, and that'll be a lazy fly ball into the glove of the right fielder. Call, and that'll end the inning. Braves go down 1-2-3, but we lead by 4. We go to the bottom of the 3rd here in Braves country.
What's for dinner? Hey, chef, what's for dinner?
My favorite. What's for dinner? Get in my belly!
Blob, the Blob, Blob Barker, Blob of the Hut, and Rub-a-Dub Chub.
What do you want for dinner?
I don't care.
One large jambalaya, please.
Jambalaya?
Biggie can't fit through doorway.
Oh, this is fantastic.
You got my shirt at the Big and Tall shop? When did I make the crossover?
I can't feel my hands.
You gonna eat your cornbread? It's the wood that makes it good.
Oh my God, I'm fatter than the skipper.
No and then! No and then! No and then! No and then! I refuse to play your Chinese food mind games.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah, Chinese food seems kind of complicated. Well, maybe for a less experienced chef.
That ketchup?
It's just a base. You don't understand cooking.
Hey, you know what? I just figured out what I want for dinner. A nice hot bowl of shredded stew.
Gazpacho, por favor.
Por favor?
I'm part Spanish.
Adios, muchacho.
Maybe you're getting cheese ball syndrome.
I love broccoli. It's good for you.
Then maybe you'd like to have a piece.
Vile weed!
Hurry up and munch those fries. We've got to get back to work soon.
One large crab bisque to go.
You want bread? You're pushing your luck, little man.
You know what? I'm sorry. I've had shredded stew before, and it sure as diddly didn't taste like that.
I'll tell you what, a refill on this delicious exotic tea.
That's duck sauce.
That is good.
We're trying to lose weight.
Fatty McButterpants.
Lay up there, I'm starving.
I'm gonna order us some pizza.
Little neighborhood joint called Domino's.
Domino's?
Everybody enjoying the food so far?
Oh my God, yes. We're gonna come tomorrow night and every other night for the rest of our lives.
Oh, and don't cheap out on the tip. We all know you're loaded now.
What's for dinner?
Welcome back, y'all. First pitch on the way. Thank you, Sing Good. Is a strike right there. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Once it fouled down the line.
One of us. We accept one of us. Uber gobble. Uber gobble. Uber gobble. One of us.
We accept that one of us. We accept that one of us. Uber gobble, one of us. Uber gobble, one of us. Uber gobble.
Shut up! Oh my God, I don't care!
The 0-2 count.
Uber gobble, one of us.
Elder kicks and fires. Down and in, 1-2. See what everybody was chowing down on. Bean and bacon soup with quackers. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sinker got him up top, and there's one away. 5th strikeout of the day for Bryce Elder. He's 1 strikeout away from hitting the line in the desert. Iced tea, cheeseburger, hamburger helper from Ben. Iced tea for Rosemary. KFC, Velvet getting it. First pitch swinging. Fouls it back out of play. It's 0-1. I still think KFC has the best fried chicken as far as, chain restaurant goes. I'll take, but the best sandwich is Popeyes, the 0-1. Outside wide, 1-1. 1-1 count. The best grilled is Chick-fil-A, the 1-1 in the dirt. 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Swing, rips it. And that's going to be a line drive right to Ozzie Albies. And there's L4, 2 down. Good job of being right there at the right place at the right time. Pretty hard hit ball, but right into the teeth of the defense. Then I'll bring Freddie Freeman to the plate. First pitch to Freddie, swing, chops it on the ground over to Matt Olson, and the Dodgers go down 1-2-3. Atlanta 4, Dodgers nothing. We go to the top of the 4th. Good guys on top.
This is the career of Whitey Herzog. Doral Norman Elvert Herzog was given the nickname Whitey due to his light blonde hair. After spending time between the Senators, the Athletics, the Orioles, and the Tigers over his 8-year playing career, he decided to call it quits. His first stop after hanging up his cleats would be with the Athletics, where he worked as a scout and a coach. His first managerial job would be with the Texas Rangers, but it would be short-lived as he was fired that same year after the team went 47-91. He then moved on to the Angels, who hired him as their third base coach in 1974. His big break would come when he took over as the manager of the Kansas City Royals in 1975. He led the Royals to 3 straight American League West division titles from 1976 to 1978. The last stop on his managerial tour would be with the Cardinals, where he spent 11 seasons. He would lead them to a World Series win in 1982 and 2 other appearances in 1985 and 1987. In total, he led 6 division winners, 3 pennant winners, and 1 World Series win. His extensive baseball background would lead him to becoming a general manager with both the Cardinals and the Angels. He is known for his style of play nicknamed Whitey Ball, which concentrates on pitching, speed, and defense to win games rather than home runs. He was inducted in the Baseball Hall of Fame by the Veterans Committee in 2010. To close it out, I will share a quote by Whitey himself. "Baseball has been good to me since I quit trying to play."
One of those forms of gentle poetry that runs through our lives and makes the more important issues of living bearable. You have to have moments that give you pleasure with your children or your hobbies or your games. And life can't all be big issues and heart surgery. You need something to give up. Something has to bring joy into the day. I've always thought that the 6 months during the baseball season, there was something in the day that wasn't there the other 6 months in winter. It was not that you had to listen to the game, but that you could if you needed it.
Swing and a miss, and he took a mighty cut. Quite a touching sight. Everyone standing at Fenway Park as Ted Williams hit probably for the last time in a Boston uniform in this ballpark. Malarsic back to the wall. There's a drive to deep right center. This may be gone. Brad way back there watching. Home run! Ted Williams.
Welcome back. Michael Harris the second standing in, lefty-lefty matchup, excuse me. First pitch on the way is chopped foul between third and home. It's 1-1. Those of y'all may not have been with us yesterday, we had the country club emojis for Bobby Cox. That's what the number 6 is for, and everybody's badge has been changed to Bobby Cox for the weekend. The 1-1 swing pops it up high. In between home and first, Muncie's underneath it in foul territory. F5 in your scorecard, and there's one away. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way is upstairs. For a strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1 swing, chops it over to third. 5-3 put out and 2 quick outs to start the Braves here in the 4th. Lefty-righty matchup as Sean Murphy comes to the plate. First pitch is down below the knees for ball. It's 1-0. Murphy grounded back to the pitcher his first time up. 1-0. Pops it up, and that'll be a can of corn. Will that even get out of the infield? Barely. Shallow center field. Making the catch is Freeland. Paez almost ran into him, and that'll end the inning. So the Braves go down quietly, but have a 4-0 lead. We'll be back in a flash here on the BCR Radio Network.
This generation is you guys. Boomers look back and go, holy crap, I can't believe I burned the flag and just stopped wearing a bra. Gen X looks back and we say, holy I can't believe I wore MC Hammer pants and curled my bangs. Millennials look back and go, holy cow, I cannot believe I went through a goth phase. This generation, when they reach 40, they're gonna look back and go, holy I can't believe I cut my wiener or my tits off.
Suspect took an everything shower but forgot to shave her mustache.
Talk to me! Suspect takes to spend money and DoorDashes every single meal.
Suspect complains about my DoorDash spending, yet she burns water. Man, you ever get stuck working with the woke on the job? There's always complaining about the white man holding them down, talking about he can't get ahead in life. Like, you've been washing dishes for 12 years. Who fault that is?
I'm just gonna put this out there. If you're a celebrity, I don't give a hot, steamy, corn-textured turd who you're voting for. If your biggest struggle is which red carpet event to attend this year, you don't make the list of informed sources for politics. Shut your mouth, go back to your movie set. The rest of us have to go to work.
I remember being at that 95 World Series, and I remember writing that this was Greg Maddox's series. This was his stage, and, you know, he was facing a really, really great Cleveland lineup. So this was going to be the ultimate challenge for Greg Maddox, and, you know, he comes out in Game 1 and essentially says, we're not losing the series.
12 straight sit down by the professor. It's a clinic. The Braves win Game 1 on a superb pitching effort by Greg Maddox.
Game 1, I think, was obviously one of the most important games because we got to see firsthand just how potent and scary the Cleveland Indians lineup was. And Maddox showed you how to pitch to it. And the rest of the guys kind of followed along after that.
The team of the 90s has its world championship.
Welcome back. Bryce Elder goes back to work. Bottom of the fourth, the Braves lead it 4-0. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way, swung on and hit on the ground over to second. It's going to be a 4-3 putout, and there's one down. Four runs, 4 hits, no errors for Atlanta. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Dodgers. Kyle Tucker fouls one back out of play. It's 0-1. The 0-1. And they're going to give a automatic ball to Elder as the time expired. He started his motion, realized the time was expired. It almost looked like he dimed himself out because he just kind of stopped his motion. I don't know if he would have gotten away with it had he let go of the pitch. But regardless, 1-1 count. Swing, fouls it away. It's 1-2. Sean Murphy going out there to talk to Elder real quick. Not sure what that's about, but it's got to be something to do with the sign itself, because he was set up on the inside fairly high, and that pitch came as a slider. on the outer edge, so that he might have just been going out there and make sure that they were both calling the same thing. As the slider goes down in the dirt. Did he go around? He did not. 2-2. So a 2-2 count. Muncy on deck. Braves lead it 4-0. Swing, lifts it high into center field. It's going to be an F8 in your scorecard, and there's one away. Yeah, I agree with that, Outdoors. I mean, he's I didn't understand the $60 million a year. I guess maybe he was taking advantage of the fact that he was the biggest name on the market and the Dodgers were willing to pay. So, I mean, if you're going to pay him the money, pay him the money. But 60 seemed like a lot to give to Kyle Tucker. The 1-0 count. Swing, hammers it over to first. It's a line drive right at Matt Olson, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the top of the fifth. Time to take the fifth here on the BCR.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
The faces from the past. You've walked past them many times, but I don't think you've really looked at them. Go on, lean in. If you listen real close, you can hear them whisper their legacy to you. Listen, you hear it? Seize the day, boys.
Hello.
Toga! The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
She did not drink the vodka.
Toga!
Because I drank the vodka.
Objection!
Please be seated, sir. This is not a courtroom.
Well, object anyway! Toga!
October 11th.
October 11th, October 12th, and 13th, and 14th.
Toga!
I drank all of those days. I drank. I'm drunk now.
Toga!
I'd rather fight beside you than any army of thousands.
Then take it! It's yours!
Tonight, we are the greatest team in the world. And you were meant to be here tonight. This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. Screw them.
Guys tired?
I'll get all sleep I need when I'm dead.
Forget about the crowds, their fancy uniforms, and remember what got you here.
Toga!
Focus on the fundamentals. We've gone over time and time again.
You damn dirty son of a...
I wouldn't make it a habit calling me that, son.
I want you to remember that no bastard ever won it by dying. You won it by making the other poor dumb bastard die.
Well, that was pleasant. Nice of him to stop by, don't you think?
Toga!
And shepherds we shall be, for thee, my lord, for thee. Power hath descended forth from thy hand, swiftly carry out thy command.
And this crowd's back into it now.
We gotta do something. Absolutely. You know what we gotta do? Toga party. We can't afford to have a toga party.
Toga! 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 Okay?
Welcome back. First pitch on the way to Jorge Mateo is a strike there from Wroblewski. Wroblewski at 51 pitches. It's 0-1, the 0-1. Right there at the knees. Called for a strike. It's 0-2. 0-2 count. Swing, fouls it away. The 0-2 pitch. Lifts it into center field. Doesn't have to move much. Making the catch out there is Paez. F8 in your scorecard, and there's one away. One up, one down. Top of the fifth. Dubon, the batter, first pitch upstairs. For a strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Misses high and outside, 1-1. Dubon 1 for 2 on the day, had a 3-run double. It cleared the bases, making it a 4-0 game. The Braves at the time led it 1-0. The 1-1 pitch, swing, pops it up. High in the sky, can of corn. F6 as Kim is underneath it, and 2 down. Two up, 2 down, and Drake Baldwin, the batter, he's 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch swinging, rolls it over to Freddie at first, and he'll step on the bag. Very quick 5th inning, but the Braves do lead it 5-0. We'll be back in a flash. Happy Mother's Day here on the BCR.
How come every time you say I'm tired, there's always a parent nearby that's going to say, if you don't have children, you don't know what tired is. But have you guys considered how exhausting it is listening to you complain about your children all the time? I need a double espresso and 20 milligrams of Adderall just to keep my eyes open around you all sometimes. So, did you save the receipt?
This is the career of Pete Browning. He referred to his eyes as lamps and was said to have stared into the sun to strengthen them. He named his bats after biblical figures and retired them when he felt they ran out of hits. He was primarily an infielder in his first 3 seasons, but was moved to the outfield in 1885 where he stayed until the end of his career. In his first season as a pro in 1882, he led the American Association in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage. He had his best season in 1887, scoring 137 runs, amassing 220 hits, stealing 103 bases, and driving in 118. Twice in the decade he hit for the cycle, once in 1886 and again in 1889. In 1890 he won his 3rd and final batting title, hitting .373 for the Cleveland Infants. His .341 career batting average remains one of the highest in Major League history. What's even more impressive is he did all this despite being deaf from an inner ear condition known as mastoiditis. Because of his condition, he would often appear on the field while drunk, and was even suspended for the final 2 months of the 1889 season for drunkenness. Some say he was the inspiration behind the popular Louisville Slugger line of bats. Even with everything I've told you, he still isn't in the Baseball Hall of Fame. What do you think? Should he be?
I think what baseball is a game that allows people who watch it to think about nothing else. It allows us to feel connected to a place.
On April 20th, 1912, 2 months before the cornerstone was laid for Ebbets Field, Fenway Park opened its doors for the first time. The Red Sox beat the New York Highlanders that afternoon 7-6 in 11 innings, beginning one of the most intense rivalries in baseball.
Welcome back. 4-0 your score, bottom of the 5th inning. Ronald Acuna Jr. did some light running this morning before the ball game as the first pitch from Elder is off the plate wide for a ball. It's 1-0. The second time this week they've shown him doing that. He's eligible to come off the IL on Wednesday as the 1-0 misses high. Nope, called that a strike. My mistake, 1-1. And it's looking more and more like if he's not back on Wednesday, he'd be there shortly after. The 1-1 drops it down. 1-2. Said he went around on the bunt attempt. Call with good speed, so you got to keep an eye on him. He has dropped bunts in the past against the Braves. But now with 2 strikes, they can back up a little bit. Braves do not have anybody listed so far for the 3-game series against the Cubs. The 1-2. Caught looking strike 3. Punched him out. Murphy fires the ball to third, and as he's doing that, Call is going to challenge us. This is going to be extremely close. And just missed it by about the width of an envelope. So that'll keep his at bat alive. It'll be a 2-2 count. Martin Perez and Holmes is the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And there's strikeout number 7, by the way, for Elder, 1 away. J.R. Ritchie would be the assumption on Tuesday. Then you've got Perez and Holmes that could pitch Wednesday and Thursday unless they decide to keep Holmes in the bullpen, and Chris Sale could pitch on an extra day of rest. First pitch swinging, smacks it up middle, backhanded by Ozzie, Ozzie will get rushing on a 4-3, and there's 2 down. Because we haven't seen Grant Holmes yet, you wonder if they're just skipping him through the rotation. They didn't want him up against the Dodgers. They wanted their best 3 arms. So we could see him as early as Tuesday or Wednesday back in the rotation. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch is right there at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Chirp, ain't that the truth? Dodger hats in Louisiana. You see them everywhere. The 0-2 pitch in the dirt, 1-2. Those same people were wearing Yankees and Red Sox hats in the first part of this century. The 1-2 from Bryce fires a 4-seam fastball. 2-2. 2-2 count. Kim digging in. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Winds up the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll end the inning. So the Dodgers go down 1-2-3. We've got a fairly fast-moving ball game. We go to the 6th. 4-0 good guys here in Los Angeles.
Base out there in safety training and lose a limb on the job. Be a man.
Hey, I might be late to pick you guys up.
Why, do you have a job interview today, Daddy?
No, honey, I'll probably just be way too drunk.
That's good. We don't want you drinking and driving.
Oh, I'll be driving. I'll just be too faced to remember to pick you guys up.
The last conversation I ever had with my dad, the night before he died, if you knew what my dad was like, he wasn't, I love you and I'm sorry. He was a doer, not a talker. And he told me that he went through the same thing when he was a ball player. My dad was a really good baseball player. And this is how you get over this issue. You don't have a mental block. He said you have a temporary loss of confidence. And once the confidence comes back, this thing will dissipate. And so I started working on it in practice, just like he had told me. And I started getting my confidence back in practice. I actually switched him. I took on practice as a game. And so when game time came along, it was like, hey, I've already been through this. I was relaxing. And then when I got through that thing, I went on and I led the league in fielding in my position when I went to the American League. And I was in the top 5 fielding from then on in all second basemen. So it was about conversations with my dad that helped me get over this. And then oddly enough, after my dad died, about 3 years later, I was talking to my mom about this conversation with my dad. And my mom and dad have been together since the 5th grade. And my mom told me, she said, your dad never had a throwing problem in his life. He just said that because he knew how much I revered his strength and his wisdom. And if he could go through it, then it's not so bad that I'm going through it. And that's how I got my confidence back, by somebody that was selfless enough, like my dad, to tell me this when he never went through a throwing problem, but it helped me get over it. And thankfully, I was one of the very few guys that went through this thing that got over it. A lot of guys don't get over this issue.
Welcome back. First pitch to Ozzie Albies is upstairs for a strike. Lefty-righty matchup. It's 0-1, the 0-1. Fouls it back out of play, 0-2. Ozzie swung at the first 2 pitches he's seen today and is 0 for 2. So you knew he was probably taking that pitch there to start off the about. The 0-2 count in the dirt. 1-2. Braves 4, Dodgers nothing. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. The 1-2 pitch. Swing, chopper, back up the middle. And it'll be a 4-3 put out. And there's one away. Robleski sitting at 62 pitches. We start the 6th inning. Elder on a low count as well. He is at 61. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch Swinging, slices it down the left field line. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Down below the knees. 1-1. 1-1 count. Check swing, peppers it down the third base line. 1-2 to Olsen. On deck is Riley. Braves lead at 4-0. If you're just joining us, all 4 runs came in the second inning. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for Atlanta. No runs, 1 hit, and an error. No errors for the Dodgers. The 1 hit for the Dodgers was Andy Pius. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down. Elder also walked a batter in that inning, Kyle Tucker. So he gave up a hit and a walk to Tucker. Since then, he has retired the sides in order. First pitch is outside wide. Austin Riley. It's 1-0. Wrobleski has been on a roll himself since the third inning. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1. 1-1 count. Wrobleski, this will be pitch 69. In the dirt. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Check swing, went around. 2-2. Infield is back into the left. Wrobleski comes set. Delivers. Caught looking, strike 3 right there on the outer edge, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. The Braves lead it 4-0.
When guys pee, do they hold it like a joint or like a cigarette?
Market analysis.
All right, we're already 2 minutes over, and we really need to wrap this up. So if you could send the action items and your notes as a follow-up to the team, that'd be great.
Well, okay, well, no one, I mean, I didn't take any notes for this meeting. No.
That's a shocker.
Well,
What have you been doing this entire time then?
I would like to plead the 4th.
You want protections from unlawful search and seizure? That doesn't make any sense.
All right, well, objection?
We're not in a courtroom, so...
Thank you. So case dismissed. I think we can move on.
No, case not dismissed. Did you write anything down at all?
Yes, I did.
Okay, well, can we see what you have written? I'm your boss. I'd like to see what notes you took.
Okay, objection and incompetence. I mean, this is...
Well, it would have been a little bit better if I knew.
It would have been better if you listened.
When he makes these kind of comments, he really, truly does not know what he's talking about, in all honesty, and that's why he makes such asinine comments, because he truly doesn't know.
Always injured. I mean, damn, it's baseball. Maybe it's karma for him that he stayed with the Angels.
When I was in Philly, okay, when I was in the Philadelphia clubhouse, we had a traveling secretary, Frank the Tank. Well, I got this conversation with him about Stephen A. Smith one day. I said, well, how come he never comes in the clubhouse anymore? And he says to me, oh, no, we had to kick him out of the clubhouse. I said, oh, really? I said, y'all kicked him out of the clubhouse. I said, well, why did y'all kick him out of the clubhouse? And he proceeds to tell me that he was doing all kind of shady shit, like going through the manager's office, and when he wasn't in there, going through the training room, pulling out reports and all kind of places he shouldn't have been. So I've always looked at this guy like a complete joke.
Welcome back. First pitch swinging, four-seam fastball. to Alex Freeland, the number 9 hitter. It's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup. Ohtani is on deck. Freeman in the hole. Braves lead it 4-0. Bryce Elder kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Check swing. Did he go around? He did. Ball dropped in the zone anyways. Strike 3. Snowman on the board there for Bryce Elder. 1 away. 8 strikeouts. Shohei Ohtani coming to the plate. First pitch misses high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. 1-0. In the dirt. Ball 2, 2-0. Two-0 count. Swing, pops it back foul. 2-1. Ohtani struck out in the first, lined out to second in the third inning. He's 0 for 2 on the day. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, went around. Or excuse me, 2-2. Got ahead of myself. A 2-2 count. The way the umpire rang him up there as the 2-2 pitch lifted. High and deep into center field. Harris going back on the track. He'll float back and make the catch, and it's an F8 in your scorecard. And there's 2 down. Gave it a ride. Freddie Freeman, the batter. Freeman 0 for 2 on the day with a fly out and a ground out. First pitch. Four-seamer. Misses high. It's 1-0. Slider. Out and away. Ball 2, 2-0. 2-0 from Elder. Pitch 71. Fires the cutter inside, and it is quickly 3-0. The 3-0. Right there for a strike. Four-seam fastball up top. 3-1. 3-1 down and in, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first with 2 outs. And that'll bring Paez to the plate. He's got the only hit so far for the Dodgers. And batting .336 on the year. I think it's safe to say his year last year was not a fluke. Andy Paez having a heck of a season. He kind of came out of nowhere last year. The first pitch is a sinker. 1-0. A 1-0 count. Paez in 2025, 27 home runs. 1-0 drifts inside. 2-0. He had 13 the year before. He hit .248 last year. .272 with 27 home runs. The 2-0 down in the dirt. 3-0. But if you remember at the end of the postseason, he was getting benched because his bat had gotten cold, and there were a lot of doubts about him. coming into this season, but he's kind of shed that away. The 3-0 misses below the knees and a 4-pitch walk, and Elder in trouble. After getting the first 2 outs quickly, we've got runners at first and second, 2 outs, and Hefner's going to come out there and talk to him. One swing could change this game. Kyle Tucker is coming to the plate. So 2 on, 2 out. And you wonder, I haven't seen them flash into the pen. You wonder if they got to have someone stirring by now. But are they ready? Max Muncy's on deck, and the first pitch is nowhere near the zone. 4-seam fastball. Pitch out territory, it's 1-0. Out of nowhere, Elder just lost the touch. 1-0. Turns and kicks. 2-0. That pitch is nowhere near. Robert Suarez is now warming up in the Braves pen. You wonder why he's warming up now. It's a big part of the ball game. You want to put one of your best foot forward. If he's got to come in here and put out this fire. The 2-0 pitch. Slider misses. 3-0. So 3 pitches all to the outside. He's in danger of loading the bases. Braves lead by 4, but the tying run is on deck. So a 3-0 count. Elder comes set. Right there for a strike. Sinker, 3-1. Taken all the way. You have to expect that from Tucker when you just seen 2 batters walk on 9 pitches and you get 3 balls. 3-1. High and out of the zone, ball 4. And the bases are now loaded. And there's 2 outs, and Max Muncy is coming to the plate. Weiss is trying to get Sean Murphy's attention. You can tell from the dugout. He's telling him to go out there and talk to him. Weiss is trying to buy time for Suarez to get loose. And it looks like Weiss is going to come out here and make the pitching change. He's trying to catch Sean Murphy's attention. He finally did. Murphy's going to go out there and talk to him. Big spot in the game. The Braves lead by 4, but the bases are loaded. There are 2 outs. Max Muncy coming to the plate. And Weiss will finally come out of the dugout and try to put this fire out. Robert Suarez coming on in a big spot here in Braves country. Welcome back. Robert Suarez is going to come on here. Bases loaded, 2 outs. First pitch on the way is a swing and a miss, 97-mile-an-hour fastball. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Pitch down and in, 99 miles an hour, 1-1. 1-1 count. Down and in. Ball 2, 2-1. Bases are loaded. Braves lead by 4. The 2-1 pitch. Inside. 3-1. So Suarez can't find the zone. The 3-1 pitch. Swing, pops it up, and it's a full count. So we got 2 strikes on him, but now everybody on the base paths will be on the move. Full count. Suarez comes set. Swing, blasts it. High and deep, into right field, going back on the track, making the catch at the wall, slamming into the wall. Is Eli White, is he okay? That's going to end the inning as he gets a tip of the cap from Robert Suarez. He appears to be okay. Holy Toledo, running full dead sprint and slams into the wall. That's a game saver right there by the book of Eli. Wow. 4-0 your score.
Don't ask me for advice. I still think punching in the face is the right answer.
Today is performance review day company-wide. There's been some ups and downs this year, and I think that things could turn favorably to me, favorably for me. I gotta say I'm a little nervous. We'll see how it goes.
Could you please pull up your self-evaluation for your annual performance review?
Yep, so I did fill out my evaluation and sent it over. So this is how I scored myself.
Okay, yeah, you need to pull up the one that Matt and I sent over because clearly there's a major disconnect here. As you can see, this is the criteria that Matt and I used so that we could score.
Did you grade yourself a 9 on a scale from 1 to 5?
Well, yeah, I mean, I highly exceeded the many expectations. Sorry, I'm still hung up on 0 and -1. I honestly thought I was going to get promoted.
Just to be very clear, you exceeded no expectations, and we don't promote people who have been drinking on our company Zooms.
Okay, so I feel like I make one little mistake.
No, actually, the drinking on the work calls happened twice.
Yeah, and you used a company card at the Gentleman's Club.
But at least I'll still get a bonus this year. Which, am I going to get a bonus still? Because I feel like...
You're absolutely not getting a bonus.
Okay, well... I feel like a salary increase then, because
we're actually considering decreasing your salary.
Likability score was a 3, so got to take that as a W.
The idea that you can walk into a ballpark, whether it's Fenway Park, Yankee Stadium, or wherever, and sit down and watch a game played by boys who have become men. So you can imagine yourself still playing this game, no matter what age you are. And when you sit there, the door to your past life, which occurred 15 minutes ago at the office, on the bus, in your home, that door closes and you get lost in the technical details, the intricate details of baseball as it's played out. There's always a surprise in baseball. God, I never thought he'd be able to get to that ball. That's part of baseball's magic.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way. Right there for a strike and be followed up by a ball. It's 1-1. Lefty-lefty matchup. Harris the batter. Eli is on deck as the 1-1. Chops it foul. Appears to be okay. He hit that wall in a dead run. That ball was smoked. I can tell you right now, I don't think Acuna makes that catch. As the 1-2, outside wide 2-2. That is a game-saving catch there, because if that ball gets down, at least 2, probably 3 score. The 2-2. Swing and a missed strike 3, blew it right by him, and there's one away. Robleski, 6th strikeout of the day. When he first hit, I thought it had a chance to get out, which would have tied the ball game. Dubon, Ozzie, and Harris all went out there and checked on him and then congratulated him. When he got to the dugout, there were high fives galore. First pitch is a foul back out of play. It's 0-1 to Eli White. Eli, 1 for 2 on the day. The 0-1, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Eli singled to center and scored. Or, excuse me, an RBI single to center. As the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Down on strikes, but what he did with the glove is immeasurable. 2 down, Robleski's 7th strikeout of the day. He had the one bumpy inning in the second. Since then, he's been lights out. The Braves haven't been able to touch him. They haven't had a hit since. Robleski's only at 79 pitches as well, so he could pitch into the 8th for sure. Lefty-righty, Sean Murphy swings at the first pitch and bangs it over to third. That'll be a 5-3, and that'll end the inning. It's time to get up and stretch, Braves country. The Atlanta Braves lead it 4-0. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Welcome back. Suarez is going to go back out there for another inning of work, by the way. First pitch on the way is a 4-seam fastball. Outside wide, it's 1-0. He hasn't pitched in quite a few days. He came in this inning with just 6 pitches thrown as he got out of the jam versus Well, actually, that doesn't make sense. That would have been his 8th pitch, is the 1-0. Right there at the knees, 1-1. It was a full count to is the 1-1 down and away. 2-1. If my math's right, it was a full count with a fouled ball by. So it would have been 6 pitches in the 6th inning. The 2-1 pitch just misses. 3-1. So for whatever reason, we can't find the strike zone all of a sudden. Bryce Elder, his day is done. All in all, a great outing, 5 2/3, but 4 walks, 8 strikeouts. The 3-1 pitch right there at the knees, full count. We'll bring the screen in so you can see it a little better. Full count. The 3-2 pitch, outside wide, ball 4. He'll head on down to first. 1 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. And coming to the plate will be Dalton Rushing. Good speed at first. Kim is on deck. Freeland is in the hole. So the bottom of the order here for the Dodgers. First pitch is a sinker right there at the knees. It's 0-1. Arizona leads the Mets 2-1 in the 8th. Actually, I think they might have just scored another. I believe it's 3-1 now. The 0-1 pitch, swing blasted, high and deep, into right field. Trying to get underneath it is Eli right before the warning track. F9 your scorecard. 1 away. High hit ball, but just got underneath it. When it first left the bat, it looked like it had a chance. Other scores going on in the world of baseball. Pirates lead the Giants 4-2, bottom of the 6th. Diamondbacks 3-1 over the Mets in Phoenix, Arizona. They're in the 6th. First pitch swinging by Kim. Righty-lefty matchup. It's 0-1. Cardinals 2-0 over the Padres in the 6th. These games are in the books. Marlins took out the Nats 5-2. The 0-1 swing. Slaps the changeup back. It's 0-2. Phillies blanked the Rockies 6-0. Orioles 2-1 winners over the Athletics. They were in Fenway Park today, and the Rays beat the Red Sox 4-1. Angels 6, Blue Jays 1. The 0-2. Peppers the changeup over the third base dugout. We'll do it again. Couple more finals to get to you. Twins beat the Guardians 5-4. Reds 5-0 over the Astros. Brewers 4-0 winners over the Yankees. The 0-2. Swing, slaps that one foul. White Sox beat the Mariners 2-1, and the Rangers blanked the Cubs 3-0. We'll see those Cubs on Tuesday night. The 0-2 count. Outside wide, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Kicks and fires. Misses high. 2-2. The 2-2. Pitch 21 for Suarez. Down and in, full count. So Kim has worked the count full now. Kind of a pesky hitter. You can tell he's shortened up his swing after he got the 2 strikes. On deck is Freeland. Braves lead it 4-0. The payoff pitch, swing, chops it foul. Runner was on the go. A double play would get the Braves out of the jam. But you got good speed at the plate and good speed at second. Infield playing back and to the right. Oh, I think they're calling catcher interference. I thought he had jumped up a little early. Yeah, that's what it was. It was catcher interference. Murphy stuck his glove out, so Kim will head to first. With one out, there's runners at first and second. Hefner out there to talk to Suarez. Freeland is coming to the plate, and Ohtani and Freeman are on deck. You would think that would mean Dylan Lee time. This might be Suarez's last batter, but we'll see how they play this out. Ohtani on deck, Freeland at the plate. First and second, one out. First pitch on the way. Misses high, out of the zone. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Change up. 1-1. 1-1 count. Swing, lifts it. Deep into left field, drifting. Making the catch is Dubon, and he'll make the catch and flip it into the infield, and there's two down. Two down, but they're not out of the woods yet as Shohei Ohtani comes to the plate. And I don't know if it's rust or what, but Suarez just doesn't appear to quite have the same kind of stuff he normally has. Been struggling with the zone. It does make you nervous with Ohtani coming to the plate. Freddie is on deck. Righty lefty, first pitch on the way. Changeup misses high, it's 1-0. If this is a postseason game, you can bet your bottom dollar Lee would be in there right now. And they would, with the day off tomorrow, they'd be asking Iglesias to cover more than just 3 outs. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Weiss is leaning over the rails. The 1-1. Swing, chopper. 1-2. Arizona has now made it a 5-1 lead over New York. They are in the 7th inning. The 1-2 to Ohtani. Misses high. Four-seamer. Ball 2, 2-2. So Deuce is wild here. 2 on, 2 out. A 2-2 count. Mano y mano. Suarez versus Ohtani. Robert comes set. Lifts his glove and delivers. Swing! The ball's hammered over to first base. Olsen's got it. He'll flip it to Suarez, covering the bag, and it's going to be a 3-1 putout, and that'll end the inning. So wipe the brow off your forehead. We'll be back in a flash. 8th inning we go. It's 4-0 Atlanta.
106 miles from Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
I need a drink.
When buying a beer, buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Afternoon, everybody.
Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer.
They're making laws where you can't drink when you want to.
This stinks!
Pretty soon we're going to be communist country.
This is total BS!
Oh, yeah. For me and the Lord, you gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
I'm on the radio every day!
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
And you, music lover, you're next.
You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you're probably seeing double.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
Pitch swinging by Jorge Mateo, and he's going to dump it into right field. That's down for a base hit, and the Braves have the leadoff runner on. To start the inning, Robleski out there for another inning of work. He's at 81 pitches. Braves lead it 4-0. First pitch is a curveball down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Swing, lifts it, high, out of play over by the first base dugout, just a little bit past it, behind the tarps, about 4 rows deep. 1-1. Braves 4, Dodgers nothing. The 1-1 pitch. Swing, rips it over to third, and that's going to be a 5-4-3 rally-killing double play. Hard hit ball, but right at Muncy. He barely had to move, and he got the glove up in time, and there's 2 down. Surprised that didn't eat him up. We've seen him miss a ton of plate balls over there over the years. Good slick play there by Muncy. Drake Baldwin, the batter, lefty-lefty. First pitch swinging, lifts it high and deep into left center field, going back on the track. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a ding-dong. A solo shot, and the Drake puts us up 5-0. 105 miles an hour off the bat. 300.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
390 feet later, and the Braves lead it 5-0. Ozzie Albies first pitch swinging, and he'll hit a lazy fly ball into left field, and that'll end the inning. But not before your Atlanta Braves make it 5-0. We'll be back in a flash. Bottom of the 8th we go here in Braves country.
My wife asked me if I'd cleared the dinner table. Got a running start, but I made it.
Y'all, I've come to realize that all I have to do is buy one item of clothing from an online store, and that company will send me 2 emails every single day for the rest of my life.
I am has tweezers in my car years old. I used to drop it low and pick it up slow on purpose, but now it's an accident years old. If you hear about me popping and locking anywhere, that's just my bones with any sudden movement years old. I am at the doctor's office and they give me 38 forms to fill out that say, what's your birthday, what's your birthday, what's your birthday? And then the last one is like, and how old are you? And I write in the little line, I'm off the clock. You do the math, you lazy sons of years old. That's how old I am.
I wouldn't do anything for a Klondike bar, but I would do some sketchy stuff for some coffee.
On October 14th, 1992, the Pittsburgh Pirates were in Atlanta facing the Braves in the 7th and deciding game of the National League Championship Series. With 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th, Pittsburgh led 2-1, but Atlanta had the bases loaded. A pinch hitter, Francisco Cabrera, who had had only 10 at-bats all season, was at the plate.
And now the Braves season hangs in the balance. The 2-1. Line drive and a base hit! Just as the score...
With the tying run in, most assumed that the runner on second, Sid Bream, hobbled by 5 knee operations, would be held at third. But the third base coach sent Bream anyway.
Bream to the plate! And he is safe! Safe at the plate! The Braves go to the World Series!
For the next decade and a half, Atlanta would dominate the National League, returning again and again to the postseason.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. 5-0 your score. Tyler Kinley is coming on to try to preserve the lead. Set to face Freddie Freeman, Paez, and Tucker. Even with all that traffic that was on the base paths in the last inning, as the first pitch is a slider, misses high and out of the zone, it's 1-0. The Dodgers have 1 hit. The 1-0. Swing pops it up. Will it stay in play? Riley giving chase over by the third base dugout, and he'll make the catch in foul territory, and F5 1 away.
That's all we got. 1 damn hit.
You can't say damn on the air.
Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Dodgers. 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for Atlanta. Righty, the first pitch on the way is a slider inside. It's 0-1. The 0-1 count. Swing pops it up. Will that stay in play? Looks like a can of corn in the middle of the infield, and Olsen calls everybody off, and there's 2 down. Doesn't appear to be a cloud in the sky, so they're fighting that sun on these pop-ups. The 2 quick outs here. Kinley comes in with a 2.65 ERA. He's not one of the power pitchers that the Braves have. He's a guy that's going to try to get you off balance with that slider, but he does bring it in the low 90s. Kyle Tucker, the batter, first pitch. Grabs the slider inside. It's 0-1. I don't know what that was about. They just showed Olsen on the Dodger cam knocking off Ozzy's glasses right after that play with his glove. The 0-1 pitch. Swing, rips it. High and deep into right field, but it'll bend out of play. 0-2. Oh-2 count. The pitch on the way, outside wide, 1-2. The 1-2 in the dirt. That'll even up the count at 2-2. I don't know how it's possible, but on Dex Muncy, I swear he just slapped that ball nearly over the track. The 2-2. Outside wide, ball 3-2. So a full count to Tucker now. Tucker has walked 3 times No, 2. One in the first and one in the sixth, excuse me. The payoff pitch. Now make it 3, ball 4. That ball's in the dirt. That's his third walk of the day. And he'll come to the plate with Max Muncy, who, if you read the box score, you're just going to see that he flew out to right his last time up, but he almost tied this game up. End of the 6th inning, he hit an absolute missile into the right field wall, and Eli White grabbed it on the fly, slamming into the wall. First pitch swinging, blasted high and deep, and there's no bringing this one back. It's 5-2. That ball was absolutely cranked. A 2-run home run, his 10th of the year. And all Eli could do there was watch it go over his head. 420 feet over the right field wall. Braves still lead by 3, and they've got Raziel Iglesias should be well good and ready to take on the 9th. Kinley just trying to get out of this inning. If you'd like to keep it where it's at, give Iglesias a 3-run lead going into the 9th. Alex Call, the batter, first pitch upstairs. High strike. It's 0-1. He's challenging that one. He should. So scratch that and make it a 1-0 count. 2.5 inches over the zone. The 1-0. Slider down and in. 1-1. Rushing on deck. If Kinley can get call here, you would have Rushing, Rushing, Kim, and Freeland due up in the 9th. 1-1 down and in, 2-1. Another ABS challenge, and that one just hits the bottom of the zone. So the 1-2 is upheld. That'll be one of the 2 Dodgers ABS challenges gone. They still have one left. Braves have one left. The 1-2. Check swing, bouncer. Deep down the third base line, but foul. Riley will grab it, but dead ball. So you got a 1-2 count. As Call heads back to the batter's box. Braves lead it 5-2. I know we were all wanting a romantic score of 6-0 for Bobby Cox, but if we can just win this series in LA, that'll be huge for the Braves. The 1-2 pitch. Outside wide, 2-2. If you're dropping game 1, the game that Chris Sale pitched, you can go back out there and win against Snell and Wroblewski, who's not a household name, but he's been a good pitcher this year. The 2-2. Swing. Fouls it away. We'll do it again. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Only the first pitch was the fastball. The rest have been sliders. The 2-2. Down and away. Ball 3 just misses the zone. So a full count. Kinley comes set, lifts his red glove, and brings it. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Foul tip into the glove. Good job by Smurf to hold on to that one, and that'll end the inning. We'll head to the top of the 9th, looking for some insurance here in Braves country.
I didn't know Sylvester Stallone was on his 3rd marriage. I guess his first one was Rocky, and his second one was Rocky 2.
girls, what's just happened?
So, there's an ice cream van there selling just 2 ice creams with 2 chewing gums in it.
Yeah.
For bloody £9 for 2 of them.
£9 for 2?
Yeah, £9. That is going to get nowhere. The one that comes on my street is either £1 a p or £2. That is going to get nowhere with that.
No, he ain't, is it?
No, he ain't.
That's well bad, isn't
Yeah,
it?
you should know. And he only does bloody card. Stood there with my cash. Bloody hell.
That's well bad, isn't it?
Bloody well bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, bet he can hear me.
Next time your wife asks you if the dishwasher is making a funny sound, tell her no. You sound just fine to me.
What's up, Braves country? Looking forward to a great Atlanta Braves season. See y'all at the ballpark.
Justin Robleski goes back out there for a 9th inning of work. First pitch on the way to Matt Olson. There's a slider missing inside. It's 1-0. Lefty-lefty matchup. The 1-0 swing. That ball's belted high and deep into right center field. Going back on the track. Get up, get up, get up. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a ding-dong, a solo shot in the ice house. 14th of the year.
Hello from Plank Road Field. Smooth as it gets.
Ice House, always smooth, never watered down.
We must win today. Losing is not an option.
396-foot blast. First pitch to Austin Riley. Misses high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Wyatt Mills is now warming up in the pen for the Dodgers. A right-hander, the 1-0. Misses up and away. Ball 2-0. Braves now lead by 4. You love getting that insurance. 2-0. Swing, rifles it off the mask of rushing. 2-1. If it stays a 4-run lead, I still think you probably get Iglesias just because they haven't used him. My memory serves me, they've only used him once this week. Since coming off the IL. And they have a day off tomorrow before the Cubs come to call him. The 2-1 pitch, swing, lifts it into center field, and that'll drop into the glove of Paez. F8 in your scorecard, 1 away. Trip. Lefty-lefty, first pitch to Harris is chopped off the plate. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Turns and kicks. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Robleski drops the slider down and away. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, swing, hit hard on the ground to second. Freeland bobbles it for a second, but he will flip it over to first in time. Harris not running, more of a light jog. I'm sure they're telling him don't bust it out of the gates with that quad injury if you don't have to. I don't think it would have made a difference. 2 down. Mike Yastrzemski will come on for Eli White now. Man, I don't know if I love that, because unless Eli is feeling effects from that slam into the wall, you'd like to have that glove out there for the 9th inning. First pitch is upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. And the Yaz does play a good right field corner, but man, Eli's just next level. The 0-1. Slider right there for a strike. It's 0-2. Hopefully Eli's okay. Pitch misses high and out of the zone. 1-2. 1-2 count. Whoa, that ball's going to hit him in the... I get him in the head? Either got him in the shoulder or the helmet as the ball bounces off of Mike Yastrzemski. He'll head on down to first, and he's waving everybody off, so he must be okay. Hit his shoulder and then ricocheted and knocked the batting helmet off. They are going to take a look at him real quick. Wrobleski, he's going to come out of the game. They're going to make a pitching change as Sean Murphy coming to the plate. The Braves lead it by 4. Wyatt Mills comes on. The big right-hander will face now Dominic Smith. And the first pitch on the way is a slider outside the zone. It's 1-0. With a 4-run lead, I don't know why they're taking Murphy out. You might as well leave him in for defensive purposes. But you'll lose your DH now. For some reason, this goes to extra innings. The 1-0. Inside 2-0. Drake will get behind the plate. On deck is Mateo. The 2-0 count for Mills. Turns and kicks, swing, fouls it away. 2-1. Kind of like a 3/4 delivery from Mills. Not quite a submariner, but does have a 3/4 delivery. It looks a little funky coming out of his arms. 6'4", 220-pounder, and he looks taller than that. Maybe it's the delivery. He's going to make a quick move over to first. Yaz is back just before the tag. Mills comes in today. There's the 2-1 swing and a miss, 2-2. This is his first appearance in 2026. He has a lifetime ERA of 6.21 in 42 innings. Drafted by the Mariners and played with Seattle in 21 and 22 before going over to the Royals for the end of 22. The trade deadline. The 2-2. Mills brings it. Swing. Hard hit ball up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit, and the Dominator.
This is a time for leaders to step up. Make us believe again.
First and third, 2 outs. Runners on the corners. Good piece of hit by Smith.
Welcome to the United States of you just got dominated.
Yeah, I'm with you, Space Monkey. That was my thought too. But I mean, it's not going to hurt if we can get extra runs. But first pitch on the way is a sweeper up top. It's 0-1. I would just, if you're going to do this kind of stuff, I would prefer that they actually carry that third catcher like we had talked about in the past. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. You got Farmer and Jarvis still on the bench. Farmer, they rarely use him. You wonder, will he be the one that goes? You would think it's Jarvis back down, but you wonder, is the 0-2? Misses high, 1-2. He's rarely used. A third catcher, just the way the Braves play, Murphy and Drake constantly DHing, you would just think it would have been better to keep Heim as the 1-2 pitch. Swing, punches it towards right center field. That's down for a base hit. And the Braves take a 7-2 lead. Good piece of hitting by Mateo, an RBI single.
Hitting? Not about muscle. It's simple physics. Calculate the velocity V in relation to the trajectory T, in which G, gravity, of course, remains a constant.
Dominic Smith will be at second. Righty-righty matchup to Mauricio Dubon. The first pitch on the way is inside for a strike. It's 0-1. First and second, 2 outs. The 0-1 pitch. Swing, lifts it high into center field. Not very deep. Paez is on it. He'll make the catch, and that'll end the inning. But not before the Braves put another insurance run. 2 insurance runs on the board. It's 7-2. Good, guys. We've got a 5-run lead going to the bottom of the ninth.
Who is the youngest player to appear in a Major League Baseball game? Look no further, this is the story of Joe Nuxhall. With many baseball players being called away to serve in World War II, the Reds, looking to fill out their roster, were interested in signing a 36-year-old semi-pro pitcher named Orville Nuxhall. The game they came to scout had Orville pitching for one team and his 14-year-old son pitching for another. Both of them would be offered tryouts, but only Joe would be able to attend. Joe would make enough of an impression during his tryout that he was offered an opportunity to travel with the team on their next trip to St. Louis. Although he made the trip to St. Louis, he wouldn't be able to make the trip to Chicago due to school resuming in the near future. He would sign a contract with the Reds in 1944 that paid him $175 a month, signed on his behalf. On June 10, 1944, at the young age of 15, he made his Major League debut playing mop-up duty with the Reds, trailing 13-0. 2/3 of an inning, 5 runs allowed on 2 hits, and 5 walks. The next out he would get wouldn't come for another 2,902 days, and wouldn't return to the majors until 1952. 14 years later, at the age of 37, he retired from baseball, with 135 wins and 2,300 innings under his belt, spanning over 16 seasons.
At the heart of this cultural phenomenon was Jackie Robinson, and in 1956 he would lead the Dodgers to the 6th pennant of his career. It would also be his last. With Robinson's retirement, Brooklyn was losing a hero, but after the next season they would lose something more. Roy Campanella would have his career tragically cut short in a car accident.
Cappy's accident stunned the whole team. When we found out he was actually paralyzed, we didn't say a word. We just couldn't speak.
Before they could get over the loss of their two great heroes, the borough of Brooklyn would lose their entire team as the Dodgers announced they were moving to Los Angeles for the 1958 season. For Brooklyn fans, the pain would be both immediate and long-lasting.
When it came out that we were moving to L.A., oh my God, they went up in arms. They couldn't believe it, could not believe it. It was like losing a loved one.
You're in Braves country.
Raziel Iglesias is coming on. Southerners ask, is Ohtani having an off year? He is and he isn't. I'll explain here in a second. First pitch swinging from Iglesias to rushing. That's going to be a fly ball, lazy fly ball in left field. Mauricio Dubon, 1 pitch, 1 out. All right. To start the ninth. Braves lead at 6-2. So Ohtani's got 6 home runs. That's off his pace. He's batting .241. That's off his normal pace. But he's also been pitching. He's been pitching pretty well. So his down year, it really depends on what you're comparing it to. Righty lefty, first pitch upstairs for a strike. It's on 1. And when you're pitching and hitting, you kind of expect the offense to take a little bit of a dip. 0-1, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Kim at the plate, Freeland on deck. If anybody gets on, it'd be Shohei Ohtani coming. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, 4-seam fastball. Smoke him if you got him. He got him. 2 down. Pitching-wise, Ohtani has allowed a 160 batting average. The first pitch is a sinker in on the hands. It's 0-1. A whip of just 0.81. The 0-1, swing, lifts it. High into left field, drifting back. I think Dubon's got it. He does. And Braves win. Braves win. Your Atlanta Braves win. Whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. The Atlanta Braves win, going away 7-2. They win the series.
Here's what you should know about winning before you chase it. Winning's not loyal to you. It doesn't care about you. Winning doesn't care how sore you are. Winning doesn't care how much sleep you get. Winning doesn't care how hard you work at times. Why chase this thing called winning? Because the only thing that's guaranteed in life, if you don't chase it, is losing.
Who wanted the chicken cross the road? Get from the left to the right. Huh? He stepped out of range, got hit by a tree. He ain't no chicken no more. No!
Braves win it 7-2. Player of the game, game ball. I think we're going to have to give it to Eli White. That catch that he made at the wall saved the game. Braves ended up tacking on a few more runs, so we might have won anyways, but the game was 4-0 in the 6th, and that was a bullet hit to right field, and that catch by Eli White absolutely saved the game. He also got a base hit and an RBI. But you got to give a tip of the cap to Bryce Elder, though he ended up walking 4 and 3 in that 6th inning. He struck out 8, 1 hit. The Braves win this one 7-2. 7 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for Atlanta. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. And the Braves will go to 28-13, Dodgers 24-16. And we will see you Tuesday night. 7:15 first pitch for Braves versus Cubs. See you then, Braves country.
say there's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
It is the American game. That's just what it is. And actually, I can feel like I'm 15 when I'm talking baseball. I'm watching baseball. This is it. It does this. It can do this to any. It brings you back.
To the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. Let me Goodbye, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.